The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Ravens, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level.
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And again, back to Komet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll run, Achane. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
On second down, Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Well, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Running the counter with Mostert. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. That ball caught by Slayton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Chase Young with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Achane on 1st and 10 to the 43, second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Trying for it with P-Ryan. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Achane. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Lawrence. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Watson. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Watson. That is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
At the 26-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4-yard pickup on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Raiders.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 70 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. From the shotgun, Lawrence on the move past the 40 and down right around the 37. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A give left side for P-Ryan. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Now Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now Lawrence. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Las Vegas.
And they'll give this to Achane. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's a 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They go play action now. Lawrence over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. P-Ryan. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. So on fourth down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw caught by Achane. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Douglas with a grab over the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This now a 3rd and 4. They go play action with Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Watson on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the Titans who get the win at home.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Watson lost it, and the Raiders pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Slayton. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
A run with Mostert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a run by Achane. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Lawrence to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now that after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And the Raiders have got him. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
So I'm going to recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 41.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. A strong running. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Good footwork at the 30. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On play action, Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On third down, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence running right on the option. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. But that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
On 1st down, Watson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
To throw is Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Again, it's Achane. Wiggles free. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Lawrence. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. They'll run. Achane. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Achane once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now Gray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On 1st down, it's Watson. Throw caught there by Willis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Here's Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Watson looks to throw again. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Watson. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came